Hi guys, the JazzieNerd here, and welcome back to another episode of the Sunday Snippet going up. Stupid computer. That was an error message. Going up super late tonight because, as we already know, Jazzie sucks at time management. Anyway, let me just start by saying that church today was hilarious. Our pastor always has something funny at some point in the sermon, but what made today particularly humorous is that he wasn't the part that was funny. Somebody had set an alarm on their watch to go off at noon, and it went off in the middle of service, loud enough for the entire sanctuary to hear it. And then it went off again 4 minutes later. I know because I looked down at my own watch the second time it went off and it said 12:04. So, yeah. And that's not the funniest thing that happened either. That's ever happened in that building since I started going to that church. The second time I ever went, the stage lights went out in the middle of the sermon. It was so funny. And our pastor looks up and says, "Yeah, God?" It was so funny. Anyway, just wanted to open up this episode with something funny. You guys, I probably found that funnier than any of you guys did because, you weren't there for it. Most of the things I find so humorous or had to be there sort of things. Anyway, now on to the main act. So I wanted to talk a little bit about predestination. For those who don't know what that is, predestination is a doctrine that's a rather important part of Presbyterianism, Calvinism, Puritanism, and other things. Other similar denominations. My notes say doctrine. That should not be. That was a mistype. I'm not going to go back and correct that because I'm already recording the video. What it says is basically that from the moment you're born, you're either saved or damned. And you can't do anything to change that. There are a couple of fundamental problems here. First is the idea that someone can go to church all their lives and be extremely devout about it and still end up in hell. Which makes no sense in light of what I was taught growing up. Basically, it makes it so that your salvation is never assured. And call me crazy, but everything I heard growing up made me think that it is. And actually, when you think about it, this kind of makes God into almost a malevolent figure who can and will damn people just because he wants to. And the God I grew up praising would never do that. The second problem is, to use a metaphor that I came up with during small group one day, predestination basically says that for some people, the highway to hell doesn't have any exit ramps. And again, that doesn't make any sense to me. I grew up hearing from church, family, friends, etc. Okay, gotta improvise here because I just realized that what I wrote in my notes makes no sense. That everyone has a chance. Everyone has a chance. Jesus didn't die for humanity as a whole. He died for each of us individually because he cares for each of us individually. One thing that jumped to my mind as I was writing this up is a line from the song Sea of Faces by Cutlass. Don't know if you've ever heard of that song or that group. They did What Faith Can Do, which was hugely popular when I was in 8th grade. So 6 years ago. Oh my gosh, have I really been listening to Christian music for 6 years? Yes, I have. Wow. And the line is, do I want to say this or just speak it? I'll just speak it. The line is, if only my one heart was all you'd gain from all you've done, still I know you would have still been a man with a reason to willingly offer your life. That's a really powerful line. In other words, even if he'd known that his sacrifice would save only one person, he still would have done it. Because individuals mean that much to him. That's crazy! That's insane. I can't put into words how incredible that is. And honestly, I heard one person state that as a reason why they're not Christian, because that's so hard to wrap your mind around, so hard to comprehend, and it just seems so impossible. But it's not. That's amazing. The ruler of the frigging universe cares about you as an individual person. That's amazing. Anyway, hopefully I added some hope to your day. I'm gonna get up out of here because I've got other stuff I have to do tonight. Anyway, if you enjoyed this episode, head over to my YouTube channel at JazzieNerd. Check out some of my other YouTube videos, and if you enjoyed those, hit the subscribe button because it is a big help. I love doing these. You can probably tell I love doing these. Anyway, I will see you back here on Tuesday for a vlog. Until then, stay jazzy.